Ian says Megan smooches like a pooch.
Kissing Megan, it's like kissing my dog.
So he tried to kiss from a brand new miss.
Either she has like the softest lips or like her tongue came out.
While Megan's date had other tongues wagging.
My friend came running in. She's like, oh my God, Megan, he's so hot.
Now that they've both done a taste test,
How would you know what it's like to kiss your dog?
will they learn some new tricks together?
It's like going to a doctor's office. You just want to get in and out as quick as you can.
Or have a change of heart?
Let's meet our couple. Let me tell you about them. When a mutual friend introduced these two college students, the spark was there, but so was her boyfriend. Well, he persisted, and she could not resist, so it wasn't long till she said adios to the beau, and they've been extra special study buddies ever since. So let's give it up for Ian Gruber and Megan Stewart. Welcome to the show. And Ian, I gotta ask, after 8 months, are things still hot and heavy in the bedroom for you?
It's like making love to a tree stump.
Tree stump?
I mean, there's nothing creative. There's nothing like new. There's no sparks
I'm
flying.
waiting for something to happen. It's like the man. I'm like, stop thinking about me.
Well,
it's over.
Well, wait a second. Hang on. You're saying you're calling him a minute man, so you're saying he's way too thick.
Yeah.
Right? Is that right, Megan?
I'm waiting for something to happen, and he's like, I'm done.
Well, it's like going to a doctor's office. You just want to get in and out as quick as you can.
Yeah, but
Well, you are pretty damn quick.
now, wait a second, though, Ian, because you've been hanging out for a while. What keeps you sawing on this tree stump?
Well, I do feel like we're really connected. I have a great time with her. I love laughing with her. I love hanging out with her. But, I mean, she's also really attractive.
Absolutely. Now, Megan, what about Ian? Does he have any kind of unrealistic demands that he places on you?
Yeah, he forces me to be best friends with his ex-girlfriend. She's so annoying. She moved down the hall from him, and she's always around. Even when we auditioned for the show, he's like, oh, why don't you ask her what you think you should wear?
No. At least I have a good relationship with my exes.
What are you thinking, though, that you're trying to force that friendship together?
No, well, at least, like, I'm good. I have good friends with my exes. I mean, she doesn't even, like, she cheats on all her ex-boyfriends. That's why she's not with their boyfriends anymore. I mean, it's like watching 90210 when they get into a room. It's like they're two territorial beasts or something.
Yeah, but Ian, let me ask you this, though, because why would you want your ex to help her pick out clothes?
Especially if she can't even dress. She dresses like such a boy. She has no fashion sense whatsoever.
Well, she dresses like a slut. I mean, can't you see? I mean, you can really see her underwear right now as you're watching.
Nobody's looking. Come on, what's the matter with you, Ian? Now,
I'm very concerned.
Megan, besides the ex, what about some other competition that you have to put up with for his affection?
Oh my God, he pays more attention to Yoda from Star Wars than he does to me. He is like so obsessed with Yoda.
No. Well, she's like jealous of this like 700-year-old fictional character.
I mean,
what's going on?
Oh, he's little, he's ugly.
Okay.
Childish. I mean, she's the one.
Listen to this. We had to go to Toys R Us because he had these new Star Wars collection toys out, right? So he maps out the stories. Oh, Megan, you're supposed to be in this one section. We're running around the store when it opens. And I'm in the wrong section, so we missed getting out on the toys that day.
No, but at least it's not like talking about like Paris.
Yeah,
it's like Paris this, Paris this, Paris that. She's like obsessed with Paris.
Paris is at least a place to go. There's things to do, not just look at a
toy. Hang on, Megan. Ian, what about some advice about improving your communication between the two that you'd like to share with Megan?
Well, I mean, I just want her to shut up and listen. I mean,
so subtle.
She's never like into my needs. It's like always like she's talking about whatever she wants to do, pretends like she's paying attention to me, and then somehow Paris gets thrown back into it again.
Always with the
I'm
Paris.
so into his needs. He doesn't even care about my needs. I mean, listen, my birthday, he forgot.
Yeah, I was like so sick. No.
That's a little insensitive. Now, Megan, if he doesn't care about you, why do you stick around?
Well, because at times he can be like really sweet and we'll finish each other's sentences. And he's really romantic. Like right before he left for his internship, he blindfolded me and he took me out to the beach where we had our first date. And then we just walked under the moonlight.
Kind of exciting.
He's really sweet. So that's why we had our first date.
And what were you hoping that was going to happen by coming on the show that you'd get out of this?
Well, I just felt like we're like an old married couple or something. So I felt like either it'd bring back like the sparks, or at least it could get some issues out on the table.
And we did that.
Well, I would imagine so. All right, up next, it's all about G-strings and rub-downs when we meet Ian's date, so stay tuned. Megan, now, Ian, before we bring her out, your date that is, tell us what was the first thing that turned you on about her?
Oh my God, she had the sexiest voice. It was like listening to like a 976 operator.
All right, and to prove that, let's take a listen. We actually have a little audio.
Hi, Ian. It's Andrea. Have you missed me? Well, get ready, because here I come.
All right, please welcome Andrea Day. It's good to see you. You know Ian? Please have a seat. And Megan, what do you think? Does she sound like a 976 operator?
More like a chipmunk.
Ian, what about you getting ready for your date? Any help?
Yeah, well, I actually had my ex-girlfriend come over and help me, like...
Real big surprise, huh?
Exactly. So your ex-girlfriend was helping you prep for this?
Yeah, well, I just needed the women's intuition
So Megan,
to help me out.
if he needs help all the time, what's it like if he picks out his own clothes?
Oh my God, it takes like an hour. It's a fashion show. He doesn't just like pick out outfits. He tries them on, and then he has this clothing look.
No,
He has his eyes all squinted.
It takes so long. I mean,
Oh
it's
my
like...
God, no, he takes forever. But we're like in like Banana Republic yesterday, some store, and he just, the eyes are all
look.
squinted like that.
So Andrea, let's get your opinion. Did his ex dress him well?
Oh, he was dressed perfect. He looked adorable. We matched perfect on the date. We looked like we were coordinated, and he had beautiful brown eyes. And
So that was good. Now, Ian, beyond the voice, what did you think of her when you saw her physically?
Oh, I thought she was amazing. I mean, she also wore this gorgeous black dress. It was just amazing. Totally accentuated the way, like, her body and everything like that. It was great.
But different than in the way Megan dresses?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like a dress like slutty like Megan wore.
No, she's too young to dress like a slut.
Now, Ian, was there anything that was unusual that sort of struck you about Andrea?
Yeah, there was one thing. I mean, we're driving in the car laughing, and every time I tell a joke, she'd like turn around and slap me on the wrist as she was laughing. I looked at like my arm at the end of the night, and it was like bright red. I mean, I had to like ice it in the morning.
So, Megan, I'm thinking if she was slapping him that much, she must be pretty funny.
No, he thinks he's pretty funny, but then he like starts joking about things that just like really suck. You know, like he'll be making fun of like.
Yours.
No, but he'll be making fun of like dents in my car, blah blah blah. You know, just
Your
things
car?
that's like
Yeah,
but
well,
like after
I mean-
30 times, it's not that funny anymore.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought he
well, when
was
you got 50
hilarious.
dents in your car, I think it's really
We have
funny.
two.
Now, Ian, I understand you went on a little stroll before dinner, right? And were you feeling something special going on at that point?
Yeah, her G-string underwear, actually.
That would be special.
I put my hand on her back, and I could feel like the wedge of her underwear, and definitely bonus points.
And you
Extra
knew what
bonus
was going
points.
on there.
Yeah.
And Andrea, what about you? Were you impressed with anything in particular?
Oh, I knew from the very beginning it was going to be the perfect date.
Because
The whole night was a surprise. It was very spontaneous. I was up on my toes the whole time. He took me to a beautiful restaurant in La Jolla.
And Ian, what was dinner like with Andrea?
Oh, it was great. I mean, she kept all the food in her mouth. I mean, unlike Megan, who has like no coordination. She can't even eat with chopsticks. I mean, it's like food's just dribbling out of her mouth every time she eats. I mean, it's like there's more food off your plate and out of your mouth than there is like.
So big different experience. Now, Andrea, I understand that you guys went on some roller coaster rides afterwards. How did you get you to calm down after that?
Well, he decided to surprise me and take me to the beach, and he packed an ice chest with sparkling cider, and we drank it under the stars. And
Very romantic.
it was very romantic. It was very special.
Now, Ian, you said that Megan never listens to you. How was your conversation with Andrea?
Oh, it was great. It was like a ping pong match. I mean, it was just going back and forth, back and forth. I mean, I felt like she was really into like my needs and everything.
yeah.
Like she was really listening to
I'm into
it.
your needs.
Paris this, Paris that, Paris
All right,
this.
now, Ian, there you are on the beach. You got the stars, and you got a really romantic setting. Is this the time that you like make the move?
Well, I pushed her between my legs and started giving her a massage.
I like the way you explain it. And Andrea, you were getting a massage at this point. How'd that make you feel?
I was sleepy. I was so relaxed that I kept yawning. I kept telling him it wasn't you. He was very exciting, fun date. I was so relaxed. I was just like, very comfortable.
So, Ian, how about some rubbing on you? Did that happen?
Well, we decided to go back to my place. We turned out all the lights, lit all the candles, and then started a little massaging of our own.
I'm sure you did. good.
Now, Megan, here he is on the date. So does he do things like that with you, though, when you guys are out?
Actually, that's honestly what attracted to me the first time. Like when we went out, the whole Dave Matthews in the background. I'm sure the candles, because it worked for me. You know, the rub down.
So he's got good moves. All right. So Ian, everything sounds really peachy up to this point. Any downside?
Well, there was only one thing. I mean, she was just a little too young. I mean, I'm 22, she's 18, and she lives in the dorms. I have my own apartment, and I just feel like, you know, if I was to go out with her, I just feel like my whole bar scene life would be like non-existent.
Downside on everything.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Oh, you have that with Megan, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
We go out a lot.
Yeah.
That's a little different. So that's fair.
We go out.
Now, Ian, what about that spark that you said is missing with Megan? Did you feel like there was maybe a spark here?
Oh, it was definitely there. I felt really creative, like planning Andrea's date, and that's one thing that's lacking with Megan. I just don't feel that spark, and therefore I just don't feel like being really creative or spontaneous.
Uninspired.
Exactly.
All right, now, any talk of Megan when you were out, Andrea, when you were hanging out?
I didn't even know her name by the end of the date. He didn't speak one single thing about her. No.
So, Ian, wrap it up for us. Did you get a good night kiss at the end?
Well, I decided to be the gentleman, and I gave her a kiss on the cheek, but then I looked into her eyes, and then gave her a kiss on the lips, and either she has like the softest lips, or like her tongue came out.
Oh, one or the other. You weren't sure which. Okay. Now, up next, we're going to see if Megan got any tongue action on her date, so stay tuned. With Andrea. Now let's meet Megan's man. Now he's lean, he's mean, and well, he kind of looks like James Dean. Let's throw out some claps and some smiles. His name is Hudson Giles. Hudson, how are you? Good to see you. All right, have a seat. Welcome. Now, Ian, we compared him to James Dean. Who would you compare him to?
James Dean, more like a rebel without a clue. Where's the rest of the Backstreet Boys? I mean,
It's so hot.
Yeah.
Megan, Hudson, you and Megan were going to get together, and I understand, Hudson, you were actually a little intimidated when you went to go pick her up.
Just a little bit. I showed up at her house, and there were 6 hulking guys there waiting for me, and 2 girls, and like all of them kind of like stared at me like, "Who are you?" So, but they were really nice people. So
Yeah. So, Megan, would you have like a panel advisory board there? Sitting?
Pretty much.
And what'd
I
they
have
say?
really big roommates too.
And what, did they give you some advice?
Well,
or
yeah. My friend came running in. She's like, "Oh my God, Megan, it's so hot."
And Megan.
She was very accurate.
Okay, I was going to say, did you agree with their description?
Oh yeah, he has beautiful eyes. He has a great smile and a nice body.
how much gel is in that hair right now?
Megan, what about Ian's body?
Well, you know, Ian could go to the gym a little more often, a little sit-ups, push-ups, but Hudson was so cute because he's like, I was a little nervous right before I did a couple extra, you know, sit-ups and push-ups, and it definitely paid off.
Wanted to make sure he was looking good there. And Hudson, what about you? When you finally saw her, were you enjoying yourself?
very much so. She's a cutie. She's got beautiful brown hair. She's got these perfect straight teeth. Never had braces. Genetically straight teeth. Just great features.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know what he's talking about because she was not dressed slutty whatsoever.
Yeah, because we heard that earlier. You didn't think that
Very false,
image was
but-
hers at all.
Well, I would consider the source. So.
Now, Megan, I understand now. I was told that there's at least one person, though, that did not approve of this guy. What was that?
That would be my brother. My brother was one of the big guys that was out there to meet him, and he said that he, Hudson didn't shake his hand, and he felt that was a little bit rude. Could have been a little more polite, and since I definitely value my brother's opinion, I was kind of wondering how this was going to go.
All right, so then let's go to after dinner, because I understand there were some problems there with the plans for afterwards. What happened there, Megan?
Everything we planned, it was like the lines are too long or this or that, and we ended up, just kind of improvising, but we found a lot of fun things to do. He was took everything he was very calm, relaxed. Well, why don't we just try this? Ian would have been so stressed. Oh my God, it's not working out.
Yeah, whatever. Well, at least we had done. At least we went somewhere.
Yeah, we went to a lot of places, and we had a really nice time.
Now, Megan, you said you feel like an old married couple when you and Ian are together. How did Hudson make you feel?
Like a princess.
Princess.
Yeah.
So
Princess.
he was so complimentary, like the whole night, and everything was about. I mean, he was just worried, about making my night nice, even though it was like our night. But he was just worried about my needs, and he was so complimentary.
So he was totally focused on you. Now, Ian, why can't you, focus your attention that way?
I do. I mean, she dresses like a slut. I mean, she's always like checking out other guys when I'm with her. And I mean, look at that rack. I mean,
See, now
Now, Megan, I understand that there was some other encounters that you had on this date?
yeah, well, afterwards we went up to La Jolla. Well, we went to a restaurant, then we went to a bar. Then we went up to La Jolla, and there's like all these seals, and they're so cute. And I wanted to pet them. And so he walked down with me, and then he said that they might bite. And we got really close, and all of a sudden one started to like growl or bark or something.
and animals growl at other animals.
So anyways, like I said, we ended up waking all of them up, and we had to like run away, because you don't want to get bit.
Disturbing the entire thing. Yeah, they're all yapping, barking, or doing whatever.
But they were so cute.
All right, so that's kind of noisy. What about some quiet romantic moments, Hudson?
We from there. Well, Megan's used to running away from animals, so like that was not a big thing. Then we forayed onto. They got these benches kind of set up in the cove in La Jolla, so we sat on one of these benches. It was really light at night, and we talked, and the stars were there, and the waves were crashing. A very, very beautiful moment. We just kind of sat and held one another. It was very cool.
So you too were having a nice romantic moment, and it sounds like this would have been a time again. I asked if a time that was appropriate to make a move.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Chris. I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I did the lean, and we smooched.
Now, Megan, what about the differences between the way you were kissed by Hudson compared to Ian's kisses?
They at least were passionate. Like, when I kiss Ian...
Passionate.
When I kiss Ian, it's like a peck. Like, I'm very affectionate, and Ian just mostly just, like, kisses me, like, quickly on the lips. But this was just, like, sensual and was sweet.
Deeper, more...
Yeah, and I'm very affectionate.
Well, kissing Megan, I mean, it's like kissing my dog. It's like... our tongues are just rotating in, like, the opposite direction.
How would you know what it's like to kiss your dog?
Hudson, what about her lip-locking technique? What did you think of it?
Very, very sensual, very full lips, wet kisses, very...
And you like that?
Yeah, very good. Very good, to say the least.
Now, Megan, I understand that he did something that really impressed you while you were kissing.
He was actually he put me first. He was more concerned. We pulled away, and he was saying, this must be really weird for you. You have a boyfriend. And I'm like, yeah. Most guys would have just been like, whatever, she has a boyfriend, and just gone for it. But he was actually like a gentleman.
He was being concerned.
He was a gentleman and was more concerned about how I was feeling.
And you found that really respectful. Now, very nice. Megan, what about after the date? Did you hear from him?
Yeah, he called the next day, and he left a message on the machine to let me know what a good time he had. And everyone's been playing it like all week long. It's still actually on our answering machine at home.
Oh, it's on the greatest hits. Everyone's
been like listening to it all week. They're like, oh my God, it's Hudson.
Oh, here we go. Did this rebel without a cause steal Megan's heart away from the Jedi Master? We're going to find out next. Stay tuned. And it's decision time. They're here today because they've started to feel like an old married couple, and they wanted to see if they could actually get that spark back in their relationship. So, Ian, we're going to get your decision first. You guys have been together for 8 months. You have concerns about the relationship, obviously. You went out with Andrea. You said you found that spark again. Was it enough? Let's see. What do you say?
Well, I loved hanging out with Andrea. I love the sparks that we created. But I really want to work on getting that back with Megan. So, I'm going to...
So you say stay together. Okay, Andrea, sorry things didn't work out for you. Now, Megan, Ian wants to stay. There are some feelings, obviously, between the two of you. You went out with Hudson, though. You had a whole different kind of relationship there because he put you first. It was very romantic. What do you say?
Well...
Awkward pause.
This is really hard, but I just really want to be treated like a princess, and I just feel some of the comments were really rude today because I don't think that I kiss like a dog, and I don't think I should be told that. So,
Hudson, that work for you? You're okay with that? All right. Now, obviously, by coming on the show, Ian, you found out that the sparks weren't there, and hopefully things will be better for you in the future. All right, Ian, thanks, buddy. That is our show for today. Thanks to Ian and Andrea, and good luck to Megan and Hudson. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart.